All right. Great. Well, welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. We are going to talk about how to drive online marketing results with Constant Contact today. So let's go ahead and get started with that. If you're familiar with our guide, and we're going to share a link to this within the chat window there, but this is our Making Sense of Online Marketing Guide, or the download as we call it. You know that being successful with your online marketing efforts starts by understanding the fundamentals of marketing and using key tools that will help to bring you a success for your business and really give you that strong foundation. This combination makes it possible for people to find you online, for you to engage with your audience, to stay top of mind, and to promote any products or services that you're selling or promoting. And of course, managing your online marketing efforts can often feel cumbersome as you have to jump between multiple marketing channels. So today, here at Constant Contact, our goal is to eliminate that cumbersome feeling, to make you feel more settled about what you're doing online, and to make it easy for you to be successful. So that is our goal for today. We provide a number of different tools, a whole suite of tools for you to use, and marketing advice along the way, all in one place so that you can find that success with your marketing. Before we jump in, I do want to take a quick poll, and I'm going to have Stephanie, my colleague Stephanie behind the scenes, she's going to launch that poll for us. But I want to hear a little bit about what marketing activities you are currently using for your business. So are you using a website? Are you using social media? Go ahead and click all that apply. Email marketing, paid ads online, social ads. I kind of just want to gauge what everybody is using, and that way we have an idea of what we should really kind of cover mostly as we go along in these different suite of tools. And we have a question, Chef Joanna, is this a redo of another session from a couple of weeks ago? I downloaded that booklet already. I don't think that we've done this particular webinar in over a year, although if you did visit, this is more specifically about how you can use the Constant Contact tools. So if you're not familiar with Constant Contact tools and services and how we can help you with these online marketing efforts, you might want to stick around. But if you have other places to be and you need to go and watch the recording at your own leisure, you can do that too. Okay, so I think we've given enough time to collect those responses. Stephanie, let's go ahead and share out those responses here. And it looks like we have 94% of you have a website. That's fantastic. We're using lots of social media, email marketing, and just a few of you are using some paid ads, Google and or social ads. So that's great. You're all, it looks like most of you are set up with a lot of different tools to use, but let's go ahead and talk a little bit about each of these tools and the ways that you can use Constant Contact to really help you maximize your success with these different types of online marketing efforts, okay? All right. So today's agenda, we're going to show you how Constant Contact tools allow you to establish your brand, to sell online, because that's what we're trying to do, right? We're trying to make that money, and how to grow your business using these tools, okay? So first and foremost, what we're going to do, and before I jump in, I should probably introduce myself. My name is Jenna Schaefer. I'm a programs marketing manager here at Constant Contact. So I've been with Constant Contact for, it's a little over 13 years now, and I've had the pleasure of coaching and presenting to small businesses all across the country. And I am super excited to be sharing with you some of those experiences that and lessons that I've learned along the way in working with those small businesses and organizations just like you. So with that, let's go ahead and start with our first agenda item, which is establishing our brand. And then we'll get into selling online and growing your business just a little later. So establishing your brand. A great brand is easily recognizable, and it helps you to make an instant connection with people. Okay, so it helps them to understand what you do, what you offer, who you are. Branding is everything from a visual identity, so your logo, your colors, things like that, to how people perceive you and the way that you interact with them. So it could be your tone, it could be your personality, it could be the people that you're hiring, right? Your employees or staff. So it's both offline and online. A logo is the cornerstone though for getting your brand recognized. So if you're just starting out with a business, you will need a logo that gives the right first impression for people who are new to your brand. It influences people, right? If your logo has been around for a while, it's important to sit down and think about the impression that your logo is still giving today, okay? It may need some sort of update or upgrade. So the first tool that I want to talk about that Constant Contact offers, and that is right within your account, is our logo maker. And it's super fun and easy to use. You can easily create a logo in your account without any design experience, right from within the website button. So if you log into your account, you'll see the website button up there at the top. You can click on that, and that's where you can start to create your logo. It uses AI or artificial intelligence to design a great looking logo. So you'll currently find that under the website tab in your account, and you can start by inputting the name of your brand or your business. You can use a tagline, so if you have some sort of slogan that you want to include as well, and then you can add in different features and customize using different colors or icons, fonts that you may want to change. So it is very customizable in that sense. You can start by inputting the name of your organization and add a slogan and use the left-hand sidebar. So you'll see here on the screen, that left-hand sidebar, there are different elements of your logo that you can change. So from the fonts that you use and the layout of your text to the colors and symbols of your logo and even the shape and the fill of your logo. So we can really change that up. Everything is completely customizable. And then from here, you can actually, once you find something or you've customized something to your liking, you can preview it to see your logo on what it would look like on your website, on your social channels, on products or merchandise that you may be selling. So it really gives you a full scope of what your branding looks like in a variety of different places. And I do see some people asking, can we use that logo anywhere else? Yes. Once you've created the logo within Constant Contact, you can download that, and then that is yours to use wherever you would like it, okay? So that is your logo. You can download it and use it elsewhere. And that just gives you a picture of what it would look like on other assets, right? So now that we have our logo, we want to think about where we're using it. And one of the first places that we want to use that logo is on our website, or that brand is on our website. This is another tool that Constant Contact has that a lot of people don't know about. We have a website builder. And again, it's super easy and a lot of fun to use. I really enjoy using it. And from somebody who's not savvy when it comes to HTML code and things like that, you don't need that experience whatsoever when you're using our website logo. It's very cool. This is another tool that we have right within the Constant Contact account. So when you log in up at that website button, you can click on that and you can start to create your website there. Why is a website so important to have? Well, this is going to be a home base for all of your online marketing activities. When people hear about your business or when people are referred to your business, where do they go? They typically search for you online and find your website. And so this helps you get found. It answers questions that people may have, and it also helps you to collect those leads or those email contacts so you can engage with them in the future, okay? So it needs to be mobile responsive. It's a good home-based marker for you, for your marketing activities, answers questions, and it collects those leads. And I'm getting a lot of questions about the logo maker and the website builder and how customizable it is. Anything from fonts to pictures, your logo, you can change it all. It's completely customizable. So I actually want to show you a little bit, and this isn't the full scope of how the website works. There's a lot more to it, but I wanted to give you some visibility as to what this might look like a little bit more when you get into it. Okay, so our AI or artificial intelligence powered website builder allows you to quickly create and customize a website that is optimized for all search engines. So you'll create a great looking website, a mobile responsive website, and meaning that what you can do is start to type in keywords for what your business is. Like you see here, we typed in coffee shop. And then from here, our website designer gives you different templates, layouts, imagery that you can use, and functionality on your website like order now buttons or call today, commonly used within those industries. Now, again, I do want to just reiterate, all of this can be customized. So you can remove what you don't want, or you can add more pages, you can add in your own imagery. We also have stock imagery that you can use, images and layouts that are needed, but it helps to take the guesswork out of what you're doing. So that's why we give you these templates and these guides. And that way it's taking the guesswork out of what you're doing if these decisions are not normally something that you're familiar with or comfortable making, right? Excuse me, I had a little tickle in my throat. And now I do want to draw attention to the online store feature that you'll see there on the left-hand side. So that little red square there I've highlighted for you. And we'll discuss this a little bit more in detail, but this will allow you to sell more online and provide options to sell online using e-commerce tools. I know a lot of people are doing sell online but pick up in the store options as well, which is super popular right now. And so it allows you to do that. And if you're using our website tool, it automatically comes with a sign up form as well. So people who go to your website, maybe they leave your website, but they want to hear more from you in the future. This is a great way that you can start to collect those email addresses and collect those leads. And then again, we're going to talk about this a little bit later on in terms of these different sign up tools that are offered to you, but this is a great way to collect those leads and make sure that we have that contact information for future communications. Okay. So in our guide that I mentioned earlier, the download or our Making Sense of Online Marketing guide, getting found online is an important part of being successful online. When someone performs a search for something that you offer, you want to make sure to show up. And excuse me, I need to take a little sip of water here. Of course, your website is one of the things that will come up in those search results. And SEO, or search engine optimization, plays a huge role here. Our SEO tool, which is an add-on, so it's an additional $15 a month, but this is going to help you accomplish that. So you can add your website address. It will also check the content of your site, and it'll provide customizable steps to rank you higher in search engine optimization. So it'll help you get seen. It'll help you become more visible to those who are searching for you, and how your site will function across different mobile devices. So this is just one example of the information that you'll get back, is this little screenshot here, okay? All right, so we have a lot of good questions coming in. Keep typing in those questions. We are taking note of them, and we're going to answer most of those towards the end, okay? So keep those questions coming. But next, what we're going to get into is selling online. So we had a few questions come in about e-commerce and how that works with Constant Contact, selling online, making sure people can purchase online but pick up in store, and things like that. So selling online is so important in today's world. We also have tools that can help you with that part too. Why is it important to sell online and incorporate this in your website? Well, once you've got your website set up, you'll want to set up your online store. Selling online is an easy and a convenient way for your customers to do business with you and to grow your business. When you use the tools that we talk about in the grow your business section, which we'll get to in just a little bit, you'll be able to easily promote your products and sell right from the emails and right from your social media. With Constant Contact, you can build your online store in just a few different steps. There we go. So you can start with a professionally designed store layout and then personalize it to suit your industry specifically. You can upload products, add descriptions, change colors, add images of your products, and it doesn't have to be physical products. They can be digital products and services as well. We also have a tool called shoppable landing pages. So you can create shoppable landing pages, which allows you to start selling very quickly. This is great if you don't have a lot of products, if you don't have a whole store of products, or if you don't want to set up a full online store. You can send people directly to the shoppable landing page to feature a specific product, offer, promotion, service that you're promoting. It provides the details of the product and service, and then it allows people to purchase right there on the page. So it's very, very quick and easy. In this example that we have here, Jack's Backyard Barbecue is selling an exclusive cookbook. So maybe this is an exclusive offer for their barbecue club members, and they don't want to offer it on their full website just for anybody to purchase. Or perhaps they're driving sales to this cookbook after an event that they had. Maybe they had some sort of like come and cook with us night, right? And they want to sell this cookbook afterwards. So this again is a great small add-on that they could use for after their event. By removing what I like to call the scavenger hunt syndrome, right, where you send them to the website and they have to go and search to find what it is that they're looking for. This allows them to make purchasing decisions much faster with more targeted intentions. So you'll see the reporting information for all of these tools within your Constant Contact account as well, for each of these tools to determine how you're doing too. So on your website, you'll be able to see the amount of traffic that's coming to your website, and you'll be able to track and manage those orders. And as you start to expand your sales to new channels, we also have something called a Pro package, an e-commerce Pro package with predictive shopping intelligence, automated segmentation by audience, and features to help you easily sell and manage your inventory online. But I will share a little bit more about that e-commerce Pro package towards the end, okay? A lot of great questions coming in about our website and e-commerce tools and how this can be adapted to specific industries. So we'll try to get to those as quickly as possible. Our very last section that we have right now is how to grow your business. So when it comes to growing your business, it's important to know the money is in the list that you're sending to. When people willingly give you their email address, they're saying that they want to hear from you, and they're giving you their email address for free. So the return on investment is very, very high. You're getting something of value for free, and most likely they're going to purchase from you. So the return on investment for email lists and email marketing is extremely high. They're interested in what you have to say and what you're selling, and they're more likely to actually purchase from you too. So once you have all of the basics set up, especially your website, you're ready to start collecting those email addresses and those email leads and start to get people on your list. Growing your email list is super important, and we have lots of tools to help you grow your list with this, okay? First, I want to share a little bit about the value of your list, and when I talk about ROI or return on investment, what exactly we mean. So for every dollar spent on email marketing, you're going to see about a $42 return on investment. So I spend $1, I get $42 back. That's impressive. So if you think about it this way, if we're trying to think in terms of your list and how that works with your contacts, if you want to calculate the value of your list, all you have to do is simply multiply the number of people on your list by your average price of product or service, and that's going to be the value of your list. So if we're using really small numbers here, say I only have 10 people on my list, and I have my average price of product or service is $10, then that means every time I send out an email, my email is worth $100, okay? Now, you and I both know that not everybody, when they receive an email, is going to act, right? But if we can even just get 1 or 2 people to act on that email, we're going to see not only do we make up for the amount of money that we spent on our online marketing efforts or on email marketing, but if we get 2, 3, 4 people to act, that's when we start to see that profit, okay? So you can plug in your own numbers, however many people on your list, and your average price of product or service, and that's essentially going to be the value of your emails or of your email list, okay? And that's why also it's really important to share with you, it's okay if you have a small list of contacts. I hear that a lot from people. Well, I don't really want to start email marketing because it's just a really small list anyways. That's money that you're leaving on the table if you're not communicating with them, even if you get 1, 2, or 3 people to act. Okay, so that being said, if you're using our website provider or any web provider for that, you know, whether you're using ours or any other website provider, you want to add some sort of website form to your sign up, okay, for people to sign up through for your email list. So you can add a website pop-up form, which triggers after a certain amount of time of them being on your site, or even if when they try to leave your site, it can pop up. So you get to determine when exactly that pops up, after how many seconds. And again, that's completely customizable. So you can add in your own colors and your own verbiage that you want there on the pop-up form. We also do have an inline or embedded form that you can embed on your website, or if you want to have your own landing page for people to sign up for your email list, we can have your own landing page as well. But what we find is that the pop-up form is much more effective. You'll see a lot more signups that way. And you can easily create any of these types of sign-up forms within your account. You'll see there on the screenshot on the screen there. Just log into your account and you'll see the sign-up forms tab there up at the top that you can get started with. We also have what we call lead generation landing pages. So this example on the left is our lead generation landing page. This is a standalone page that you can add your logo, a little bit of a design to, and some fields to collect information from your audience that you need. And then when you publish this, you can share it on a variety of different places or platforms and encourage people to sign up for your email list. The other tool that I want to share with you, and this is one of my favorite tools within Constant Contact, is what we call the text to join feature. So on the right-hand side of the screen here, you see an example of how this works. Essentially, in your account, you set up a keyword code and you get a phone number. And so you can create a sign that gives people instructions on how to sign up through text messages. But essentially, the customers text your keyword code to the number, which is typically 22828, and then they get a message that's asking for their email address. And again, you get to customize this verbiage. And then when they reply with their email address, then they get some sort of thank you message. And from here, they're directly added into your Constant Contact account where you can start communicating with them right away. So maybe you have some sort of automated autoresponder email that goes and welcomes them right away, or maybe you have added them to a specific list where you can start your communications with them. But it's a really easy way for you not only to set up, but for people to actually sign up for your email list. And people always have their phones too, right? So it's super easy, quickly adding contacts and a great way to build your list. All right, we also want to make all of your marketing and growing your list as simple as possible. So we have hundreds of different integrations that you'll find right within your account. So you can easily sync if you're using different customer relationship management tools, so CRM tools or lead generation tools, and you want to sync that with Constant Contact and upload those contacts to be able to communicate with them effectively, you can do that. Okay, so here are some examples. In the integrations tab of the Constant Contact account, you'll see examples of some of the bigger ones that we are integrated with, like Shopify, WooCommerce, and Zapier, which connects you to even more tools. So if there is, a lot of these are direct integrations that we have, but we also have a lot of third-party integrations as well, like Zapier. So if you don't see one specific to your CRM tool or your contact management tool, Zapier typically has a lot of integrations that you can use Zapier through to connect Constant Contact with it, okay? So if you're looking to integrate with Constant Contact, get those contacts easily uploaded into your account, we typically have some sort of solution for you within that integrations tab. And then when you're thinking about your contacts and how you want to market to them, you want to segment your list. This is a huge tactic that we highly encourage people to use or to do is to segment their list in different categories so that you're sending more targeted, relevant information more frequently, and then you're getting better results. So this is a question that we get a lot. People want to get better results, and segmentation and sending targeted information, what they need, when they needed it, is always going to improve your results. So segmentation is when you group your contacts into smaller different interest groups or categories so that you can send more relevant content. And when the content is more relevant, you can get away with sending more frequently too. So it actually allows you to send more frequently to your audience. Some different ways that you can segment your list is by using different demographics. So think about what's the age or gender of your audience that you're targeting? Do they have any interests? What products are they using? What products are they not using? Where are they located? If you have maybe several different brick and mortars, but in different areas, you might want to segment based off of the different branches that you have. Or different behaviors. What did people click on within an email? What did they purchase, right? So based off of those different behaviors, you can also segment off of that. And I'm gonna give you a couple of different ways that you can start to do this, okay? So if you feel like you don't have information from your audience yet, that you, and you're trying to collect information from them on ways that you can segment your list, we've got a variety of different ways that you can do that. One of them is called click segmentation, okay? And this automatically segments people based off of what they're clicking on within your email. So you simply turn on the feature for any links, and you'll see here, you put in your link, what the link says, and then you can enable that click segmentation just by clicking on that little radio button. And by intentionally inserting links into your email, you'll learn what people are interested by getting them to just simply click on those links. So here's an example. My family actually owns a small restaurant, a local restaurant and brewery here in town. And so if I want to find out which of my contacts are not only interested in the restaurant and our menus, but they want to hear more about the brewery as well, I can intentionally insert a link like learn more about our beer, right? Or join our mug club membership. So not only will they merge into that different type or into that interest list that I've created for future communications about those topics, but then that tells me who I can be targeting for different types of promotions about our beer or our brewery, or if we're having events, some sort of beer and bites tasting. It's those people are the people that I'm going to want to communicate to. Maybe I send them an exclusive offer about some of those topics to actually take action to join our mug club, right? So you can use that information and then not only to communicate with them in the future and become more relevant, but to also start to segment your list. We also have a segments section or feature within Constant Contacts. So under your contacts tab, there's a segmentation section where you can feature, or you can start to group contacts based off of those multiple details. So while there are so many different ways to segment your contact list, this is just one tool that gives you the ability to create customized segments based on the data and the information that's stored within your account. So I can say here, I want to search for any contact that is in my mug club list, my mug club beer list, who has clicked on a link within my email within the past 6 months. Okay, so I can really narrow down and segment by their activity or even lack thereof if they belong in certain lists, or any contact details such as state, zip code, or what other custom fields you have about them within Constant Contact. So you can really drill down. So that's a great way to segment your list as well. Okay. Now, I want to shift a little bit. We've talked about being able to grow your business, and we've talked a lot about growing our business using contacts, growing our lists, segmenting those lists. But now I want to shift into another tool that I personally feel is highly underused, which is our surveys and polls, to help you grow your audience and to understand your audience a little bit more. So when we think about surveys, we typically think, at least I do, about customer satisfaction. right? Or in the follow-up phase of an interaction with a customer. We typically follow up with them and how did you like your experience, or were you satisfied? That's typically where my mind goes, which is great. Surveys can really help us identify data that can help us segment for future communications and interactions with those customers. And it can help us with saving unsatisfied customers or even evaluate how we do business with them in a different way. Okay, but have you ever thought about using surveys for different purposes as well? You can use it, so as I mentioned, customer satisfaction. You can also use it to assess the needs for new products and services. So maybe you are thinking about coming out with a new line of products, but you're not quite sure if people would be interested in that or not, and you don't want to spend the money to purchase those products, come to find out they're not interested in purchasing those, right? We can assess that need beforehand. To manage events and customer demand. So maybe I'm having an event, whether it be in person or online, and I have a number of registrants that I can allow for that event. Well, instead of, maybe I fill up with all of my seats, right? I've sold all of my tickets for my event. When somebody goes to register for that event, rather than sending them to a page saying, hey, sorry, the event is full, catch you next time, we can say, hey, we're so sorry, our registration is full, but we can put you on a waiting list. So if somebody drops out, you'll be the next in line. And you can manage those events and that customer demand by directing them to a survey to input their information. Okay, so it saves you time in purchasing decisions. You can use it as a wait list for when your workshops or your events are full. Think of surveys not just as a once a year check-in with people, but a constant means of engaging them and bringing them into the conversation with your business. Okay. I actually had a customer one time, it was a church that was using, they would send an email out after each Sunday service, and the pastor would give them homework to do, right? So they gave a sermon and then they had homework to do, and they would send a follow-up email, hey, did you go and read this passage? And people who clicked on yes, I did, it would send them to a survey that said, how did you like it? What did you learn from it? They wanted to get that kind of feedback. But people who clicked on no, where do you think it sent them? It sent them to an online Bible online to go and read that passage, which I thought was pretty cute. So again, it's just using surveys and polls and creative ways to get people engaged and to have a conversation with you. When you've gotten some leads or contacts, that's when you want to start communicating with them via email as well. So some of those emails you're going to want to automate. And automation is a fantastic way to save you lots and lots of time with your online marketing efforts. It does not have to be a manual process. You can set it and forget it and let email marketing do the work for you instead of you working for it. So one of my favorite ways that you can use automation is when somebody joins your list. So when you have a new subscriber, you want to send them some sort of welcome email. And typically when you ask for an email address, you're offering something in return, whether that's some sort of download, it could be a discount, it could be an exclusive video that you want them to watch. So when you send a welcome email, they've subscribed. Typically in your welcome email, you want to make sure that you have said thank you for giving me your contact information, and then you've provided them the offer. So you've fulfilled that offer that you promised them. But it's a great way to set expectations with your audience too. This is the first impression that they're going to get from you when they receive that email. So to have your brand in there, that logo that you created earlier, right? You want to have that in there. You want to make sure that your colors are matching your brand as well, so it doesn't look like a rainbow threw up all over your email, right? It's all matching, and you're using colors to almost condition your audience on where to click and where to interact with you. And then the second email is also a great way to invite people to connect with you. So letting them know where else they can find you, whether that be on Facebook or Instagram, on YouTube. It's just a great way to push them to those platforms and get them to connect with you as well. And that way there's not just one interaction through email marketing, but you have other channels to interact with them on. This is also a great place to let them know where they can connect to you or reach out to you, right? So telephone number or your email address, just different ways that they can be in contact. But this can be automated, and actually it's very important that you send that welcome email or a welcome series. With our automation tool, you can set up one or a whole different series that triggers when somebody takes actions like joining one of your email lists. So, and think about using automation too, we go back to the idea of segmentation. If we are getting people to intentionally click on links within our emails, and they're merged into that specific type of list, maybe you have an automated series set up to start receiving triggered emails about that topic, right? So again, you can set this all up and just forget about it and let it work for you. Choose the timing between each email and add as many emails as you'd like to within your series. These emails are automatically sent out when somebody takes a desired action or subscribes to your list. We also have really great automated emails for what I like to call feel-good emails, right? So we're not always trying to sell to our audience, but we want to build a rapport and a relationship with them. So we have birthday and anniversary emails. Typically, people love getting birthday emails, right? They get some sort of discount off or a free appetizer at your restaurant or some sort of download as a birthday present or a free gift, right? So you can send those types of emails. And then anniversary emails, think outside of just wedding anniversaries, right? If you have any type of subscription-based model for your business, any type of annual milestone that you want to celebrate, you can use the anniversary emails for that too. So in this example, we have somebody reminding a member that their renewal for their membership is up and that they need to renew that membership. So as long as you have that date collected and that data in your constant contact account, you can stay top of mind and remind your audience members of that. And then we also have our email tool that allows you to send one-off emails, which means that you'll send your email to send on a specific date or set up your email to send on a specific date. So this is typically where people think, oh, I have to spend a lot of time doing this. But again, if you're using automation to do the work for you, and then you have one of those aha moments, oh my goodness, we should be sending out a deal for this type of promotion. Let me just hop in constant contact really quick and send one out. You can do that too. But what's really nice about this is if you have time, you can sit down and do this ahead of time and select when you want those emails to send out. And again, kind of set it and forget it. You just select the date and those emails will go out on that date. So some examples that we have here that you could send, we have our promotional emails, which are all about getting people to take transactional actions, right? Or make decisions. They want to see deals, they want to purchase something, they want to sign up for your workshop, they want to attend your event, they want to donate, or if you're a nonprofit and you're trying to raise funds, right? You're getting them to take that action. But it's not always about promotional emails. You want non-promotional emails as well that are educational, motivational, inspirational, and that way when people are receiving emails from you, they're learning from you and they're seeing you as the expert in what you do, they'll want to do business with you. Our email editor is incredibly easy to use. You'll start by picking a template that's fully customizable, and we have templates in a variety of different industries. So no matter what you are or who you are or what you do, we have templates that are similar to that type of industry. Now keep in mind, these are just guides, okay? If you don't find one that's specific to your business, that's okay. You can find an email template that has the layout that you want, and then you can go in and you can change the background patterns. You can change the colors. You can add in your own images. You can delete what you don't want. You can add more of what you do want. So these are just guides. They're not templates that, I mean, they can if you want them to be exact to what we have, but they're meant to be played around with and to be customized and changed. So from the template picker page, you also have the option to use your branded template builder. And this gives you a head start on branding your template. You can input your website and then choose some options on the next page. And then you can scroll through the options to see all of your logos and images, and then choose a template that has a layout that you like. So basically you put in your website, we pull your logo, we pull some of the colors, we pull certain assets from that URL, and then you can go and choose which template works best for you. So if you don't want to go through the whole customization part of finding a template and customizing that, this might be an easier option for you to do as well. And then once you choose a template, it's really easy to customize. You can just click and drag and add any elements. You'll see there on the left-hand side, all of those different elements that you can add into your email. You can think about adding different images, links, videos. You can use our action blocks to get them to purchase something, and allow you to easily add in content, even connect with other tools that you might need. So again, we're going back to those integrations that we have. There's a read more block that's really great too. So you can easily add in content from your blog and drive people to your blog to read, which helps increase your search engine optimization. And you can add in product information from Shopify or WooCommerce and pull your audience right within your email. So all of the things that we've already talked about are integrated in the email template that you can click and drag and just add right in there. For the email reporting, you can dive into results and see who to follow up with, or even use the information to segment your email list. So we talked a little bit about using those reports and seeing what people click on to then create different segments. For email reporting, you're going to be able to see who opens, clicks, opts out, and more. So we see here, you know, we sent it to 90 people, but we had 45 people open. I can actually click on that number and drill down to see who those people were, how many times they opened it, how many times they clicked on links. You can see trends. This is just a small portion of the reports that you see, but you can drill down even more. Okay, so email marketing is going to give you the highest return on investment and really helps you segment and target your audience. Events. This is another tool that we have that I want to mention and really draw attention to, because events are a great way to extend your reach and grow your business. Whether you're hosting a fundraiser, if you're a nonprofit, or a workshop, a networking event, a class, or even promoting new products and services, you can use our event tool to do that. And a more effective way to promote your online and offline events, and it's an efficient way to capture and track registration, so you can focus on hosting your event. So it's all online 24/7 for people to register and to pay you for the event, and that way you don't have to do that manually. So you can promote your event, send invitations through it, share your event on social sharing tools. You can collect that event registration data 24/7 to provide that smoother registration experience. You can sell items and track those event details along the way. Okay, if you're using other event tools like Eventbrite, I know a lot of people use Eventbrite. We also have an integration within the email editor to click and drag the Eventbrite action block. So you'll see it there on the left-hand side. You can simply click and drag that into your email. It'll automatically bring in your event details and gives them a place where your audience members can register or sign up for your event. So it's just another integration that we have that makes it much easier for you to drive results with your audience. And whether it's Eventbrite or our event tool, you can bring that into your email to invite them and to encourage them to sign up. With all of these tools, segmentation, sign up tools, email marketing, event, survey, all those tools that we just mentioned that we've talked about so far, social media can really and should tie them all together. We have some great tools that allow you to easily integrate social media into your marketing strategy. So you want to share a variety of different types of content on your social media. You want to drive awareness so people know about your business or your organization. You want to provide customer service, so it's a great way to connect and to provide a great experience for your customers or your clients, and post content to encourage people to take action. So you can include your social links in your email marketing to get them to interact with you there. One of my good colleagues, one of my I'm sorry, I had kind of a brain pause there for a second, but one of my colleagues here at Constant Contact, he always says that social media is the party, right? That's where people are at, that's where they're engaging with each other and talking with each other. And email marketing is the invitation to the party, right? So it's a great way to overcome algorithms, get a lot of people to your social accounts where they can interact with not only each other, but with you. Okay, and yeah, it's just a great way. I think we all know it's a great way to share helpful content and provide a story around your business. The social post tool that we have within Constant Contact can be found right at the top of your account. So you can save time by managing your social media from within Constant Contact, and you can post and schedule messages to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, right from within your account. So it's almost like a social media aggregator where you kind of plan that out ahead of time, type out what you're going to say and where you're going to post it. And it just allows you to schedule those posts in a variety of different ways. One thing that we say all of the time is that you don't want to post the exact same thing on all of your same social channels. Otherwise, there's no reason for them to follow you on those different channels. They should have their own personalities, but they can be very similar, and then you just tweak them based off of those channels. And then you can create the posts within a general theme and modify them to fit each channel within this tool. Another great part about this is that you can manage the responses and conversations within the tool. So you can monitor what people are saying, the conversations that are happening about your brand, certain keywords and hashtags, and then you can respond to those messages and comments right within the platform. So again, it's kind of like an aggregator where you manage everything and the responses right within Constant Contact. We also have a social ads tool. So this, what we just talked about, is a social post tool. It's helping you post and to manage those posts online. But we also have a social ads tool that makes it easy for you to reach new audiences and to grow your business. So we offer Google ads as well as Facebook and Instagram ads. And with these ads, you can drive actions like purchasing a product, registering for an event, driving people to go and read your blog. For social media, we also have lead ads that allow you to target your audience and grow your list. So Google Ads allows you to target an audience in a geographic location as well as some keywords that you might be looking for or that apply to the audience that you're trying to find. And then Facebook and Instagram ads are where a lot of people, a lot of your audience may already be. And so what you're trying to do is you're trying to drive them to your website or to grow your list. And again, you can target by the different location or geographic area, different interests that they may have, gender and range, and even the budget that you have for that. At Constant Contact, we know that creating online ads can seem a little confusing. So our Facebook and Instagram ads make it very easy to create right within your account, and you can create a regular Facebook and Instagram ad that then drives people to your website or to take a certain action. And you can also directly generate new contacts. So you're giving them some sort of offer, and then when they click on that ad, then it asks them for for their email address. Once you get their email address, it then sends them that offer. So it's a great way to build your list. And with social ads, you'll be able to see your reporting and the information to understand your impressions, the cost that it's cost per click for lead, the breakdown of your audience's demographics, so where they're coming from and who they are, and so much more. And this is an example of for Google Ads that you'll see here. You'll start by putting in the URL to your page that you're trying to drive people to. And just remember to pick a page that's going to fit within the copy of that ad, because sometimes it can be not a whole lot of characters. So you just want to make sure that it fits within that character limit. And you can also choose your budget, the information that you put in. Our Google Ad tool allows AI to help you create your ad and optimize the performance over time. So in your ad copy, you'll write 3 headlines, and the system will create different variations to track the best performance or the best combination of those things. So it kind of even tests out your audience, almost like A/B testing a little bit right within that tool. And as with all of the other tools that we've discussed today, you get reports and results to be able to understand your ads performance and to see if it was actually worth your time and your money, so you can adjust from there on what you need to change, what you don't need to change. You can use this information to create more optimal ads in the future. All right, so we are running out of time here, so I want to make sure that we just go through everything that we have talked about today really quick, and then we'll get to some questions, okay? Constant Contact has tools that you can help to establish your brand, get online, sell online, and grow your business. So just remember, if you don't already have a logo, we have a logo maker. It's the cornerstone of your brand, and it really plays into everything that we talked about today, because you'll use this logo and your brand everywhere else. And if you've had a logo for a while, now is the time to possibly revamp that brand with a new logo, right? To update and give it a nice new fresh feel. Once you have a logo, you want to use it everywhere so people recognize who you are and what you do. And your logo can be on your website, your social media platforms, and your email campaigns, your social ads, and more. It's also important to set up a mobile responsive website, because again, that's the hub of information about who you are, and it answers questions that people have about you to help them make that decision of, is this the business that I really want to do business with or purchase from? You want it to be a source of resource for potential customers or clients or members of yours, and it should serve as a home base for all of your other marketing activities. That's because you'll be linking them back to your website from all of those different efforts. And your website is just one place where you'll be wanting to collect leads or collect email addresses so you can sell to them online. You want to make sure that your website includes some sort of sign-up form or pop-up form, and once people fill that out, you'll have a way to influence them later. Selling online is important, especially with everything going on. You can make it very easy for somebody to buy from you and pick up later, or just to purchase online and then you can ship to them. You can add a store and use e-commerce tools to your website, like so that they can make those decisions, or you can use shoppable landing pages to start quickly if you don't want to set up a full online store. Once you're collecting leads and contacts, you can start communicating with them using automated emails and a welcome series. And you'll also want to incorporate your one-off emails to promote your products and provide value to your audience. A combination of promotional and non-promotional emails should be a part of your strategy to show your expertise and to provide resources to your audience without selling to them all the time. And then you can reach your audience on social media to drive awareness, provide customer service, and to drive action, all from within one place within your account. And then we want to use social ads to reach your ideal target audience and really to boost your efforts online. We can drive them to your website where you collect their information, again, growing your list, or drive them directly to a product in your store, or use lead ads on Facebook and Instagram to grow your email list, excuse me. You have a lot of different options with those social ads. All right, so that's kind of how it all comes together. You may have questions. I did see some questions coming in about pricing for all of these different tools and Constant Contact. So we have a couple of different packages available to choose from. And Stephanie is going to put a link in our chat window. So if you want to see the breakdown of the pricing levels and where it starts and what those different tools are, you'll have that on hand. But if you're just getting started with your business and getting started online, we have our website builder package that starts at $10 a month, which includes creating your branded logo and your website. And since your website collects email addresses, you might want to consider using our email package, which is the next one over, at $20 a month. This includes everything in the website builder, so your logo and your website, as well as being able to create and send email communications to those email addresses that you've collected. And now if you're ready to do all of it, so you want to do all of those things, plus you want to use survey, plus you want to get started with events tool, the social ads, the social posts. Everything is available within that email plus package, which starts at $45 a month. And that price for the website builder, the email, and the email plus package all comes within that $45 a month. So base prices are based on the number of active contacts in your account. So if you have anywhere from 0 to 500 email addresses, these are going to be your starting prices. But again, we'll send you a link in the chat window that will break those down and give you the different tiered levels if you have more contacts. So you'll have that right there within the chat window. Okay, and then the last thing that I do want to mention, we mentioned a little bit earlier, our e-commerce pro package. So if you are an e-commerce seller, you may want to check out our e-commerce pro package that we have here. This tool uses AI or artificial intelligence to create crafted automated message that are connected to your e-commerce solutions and other online shopping management systems. So if you want to take advantage of this tool, you'll need to set up either using Shopify, BigCommerce, Magenta, or WooCommerce. And ideally, you want to have a list of 5,000 contacts or more. So this is more of kind of a next level email marketing if you're really wanting to take advantage of that. You can get the right products in front of the right people at the right time, and it saves you a lot of time and effort by taking the guesswork out of your email marketing by sifting through and interpreting your customer data. So it's very smart. And like I said, it takes the guesswork out of what you're doing and what you're sending to them based off of their behaviors and the data that you have. Before we get to our questions and answers today, I want to let you know that we are here to help. Constant Contact loves our education. We love our live marketing advice. We are here to help you get started. So we've got lots of different helpful resources so you can get the most out of your online marketing efforts, from free webinars and support to our paid services that allow you to get customized level of the help that you need. We have it all. So be sure to check out our marketing advisor services where you can meet with a dedicated expert. We have live support. So if you want to call in and get some tech support or some coaching around your marketing strategy, feel free to give us a call. So we have a couple of different links here. One is to sign up for the free trial so you can start to set up your sign up form, test out using those templates, build your website, see if it's something that that is easy for you to use, and then work with a consultant if you need any help along the way. And then the other link is a link to our webinars. So if you want more detailed information about any of the other tools that we've talked about today, we break those down into more segmented webinars. So if you want to learn about growing your email list, or if you want to learn how to create an effective email, we have those types of webinars. Okay, so we have about 3 minutes left for questions. I'm sorry, we kind of chatted quite a while there. I do want to just pull up some of our questions really quickly, so give me a second to do that. We'll try to get to as many as possible. And anything, like I said, anything that we don't get to today, we will try to follow up with you in our follow-up email along with the recording of today's webinar. Okay, so some of the questions that we have. When making the logo, is the R in a circle for registered TM available? That's a good question. I think that that's a character that you could probably just copy and paste in there or create in some sort of way. I think that there is a way to do that, but I would have to double check on that for you, Jess. Can you use your current logo to shape within the logo maker? So unfortunately, Robert, no, this is not something, the logo maker is not something that you can upload your current logo and then just reshape it or kind of tweak your existing logo. It just creates it from scratch. So you wouldn't, but you know, if you have something you want to stick to something similar to what you already have, call in to our tech support and they can help you do that. Are these e-commerce ready as well? I'm not quite sure what that question means. Are these e-commerce ready as well? I think you're referring to our website. The website's e-commerce ready. And as I mentioned before, we do have those online stores and e-commerce tools that you can integrate with to bring into those websites or those shoppable landing pages. Are you able to use your own domain or is it a subdomain on Constant Contact? Great question, Sherry. You can use, if you already have a domain, you can reconnect that to Constant Contact's webpage. So we have a way that you can use existing domains. If you do not have an existing domain, you're starting from scratch or you'd like a new one, you can purchase one through our Constant Contact tool. They're very affordable. I think they're, I want to say like $10 a month for a domain. How can this information and or processes be adapted for school outreach and recruitment of new students? Great question, Kathy. So for all of you out there who are nonprofits or not-for-profit organizations, you're not necessarily selling items or getting people to purchase. You have to think in terms of not necessarily selling or purchasing, but you're still trying to get them to take actions. So yes, all of this information can be adapted for nonprofits if you're trying to get fundraising, if you're trying to get parents involved, if you're trying to recruit new students for different programs, you still want to apply all these best practices. And again, you can call into our marketing advisors and they can really kind of adapt these best practices towards your organization if you need more guidance or hand holding in that. Can you integrate with shipping services like Shippo? That's a great question, Candy. I'm not completely positive about Shippo, but what I would do is go into our integrations tab. And if you don't see Shippo listed there, then I would go into Zapier to see if Zapier has an integration with Shippo. You could also ask Shippo if they integrate with us. If there's not some sort of direct or third-party integration, typically we have an API. If you have somebody at your organization that's familiar with building APIs, we can help you with that. And let's see here, let's take one more question because there's so many good questions. Do you have templates for bulk email campaigns that include the legally mandated states such as unsubscribe? So our email marketing tool is compliant with the CAN-SPAM Act, with all of the different regulations over in Europe. I know that recently Europe has some new regulations. We are compliant with all of that stuff. So any legally mandated states, and we always have unsubscribe within our email templates. You cannot take that out. That would be illegal to do so. So we are compliant with all types of spam regulations and subscriber regulations. Okay. All right, so I'm sorry that we couldn't get to all the questions today. I kind of babbled a little bit too long, but hopefully you were able to learn something new, that you took away some really great information about ways that not only you can market yourself online, but that you can also use Constant Contact to do so. So I want to thank you so much for attending today and spending time with us. I hope that you learned a lot about what you can even just walk away with today with some different best practices to use. So thank you so much for spending time with me today, and I hope everyone has a wonderful day and happy marketing. We'll see you soon and have a wonderful weekend. Thanks so much, everyone. Bye-bye.